This is the story of Colt, a stuntman who doubles for the movie heroes. He's been working with Hollywood star Tom for a while now because he looks a lot like him. Colt's stunts are flawless, often nailing them in one take. Colt's partner, Jody, also works on the movie set as a camera woman, dreaming of becoming a director one day. Their lives seem perfect until Colt faces a setback. During a stunt for Tom, Colt gets badly injured. After the accident, Colt leaves the film industry and disappears. He starts working at a small restaurant and loses touch with Jody, who was once very important to him. One night, he gets a call from Tom's film producer Gail, asking him to do stunts for a new film. At first, he refuses, but when he learns that Jody is directing the film and specifically asked for him, he accepts. On set, Colt reunites with his old friend and stunt partner Dan. He's happy to see Jody, who is busy with shooting and hasn't seen him yet. Colt performs his stunt. During the stunt, the car accidentally crashes into the camera, but Colt manages to regain control and successfully rotates the car as planned. This completes the stunt, and Jody captures the perfect shot she needed for the film. When Colt emerges from the car, Jody is shocked to see him because she didn't ask for him. It turns out the film producer had misled Colt. Instead of being happy to see him, Jody is angry and tells him to leave. However, Colt's stunt director, Dan, intervenes, explaining that they need Colt for the stunts as they don't have another stuntman available. Despite Jody's anger, they proceed with Colt performing the next stunt. Throughout the scene, Jody continuously pushes Colt to perform the stunt repeatedly, seemingly taking out her frustration on him for leaving her. She narrates the scene of film. My film's hero has fallen in love with an alien. The couple promise to stay together through thick and thin. Then, one day, the alien gets badly hurt in an accident and disappears. This leaves his partner confused. Was the alien lying, cheating, or in trouble? Colt feels terrible after hearing all this. But Jody continues talking. She asks Colt to think about how the alien might see himself in this situation. Colt suggests that maybe the alien feels regretful or thinks he's lost his partner forever. He might also believe that his partner doesn't want to be with someone who's struggling. Jody's anger cools down a bit after hearing Colt's perspective. After shooting, Colt confronts the film's producer, accusing her of lying about Jody's involvement in calling him. The producer then tells him the real reason for bringing him on board. It turns out that Tom is in trouble due to involvement with dangerous people and has been missing for days. Colt suggests going to the police, but the producer refuses, fearing the negative impact on the film's production. She asks him to find Tom and bring him back without involving the police. Understanding the urgency and feeling loyal to Jody, Colt agrees. The producer hands him the key to Tom's house. Before leaving, he sits alone in his car and starts reminiscing about the good times he shared with Jody. He becomes emotional and starts crying. Jody arrives and sees him crying. She joins him and Colt tries to explain his feelings, expressing regret for not apologizing to her sooner. Jody tells him to forget about it, and advises him to act professionally while he's there. When Colt reaches Tom's house, he is attacked by a girl but manages to defend himself easily due to his stuntman skills. The girl questions Colt about his identity and how he ended up there. Colt introduces himself as a stuntman looking for Tom. She reveals that she has been searching for Tom as well and tells him that about Tom meeting a man named Dune in a club. Without wasting time, Colt heads to the club and meets him. Instead of conversing, they spike Colt's drink, causing Colt to lose control and they attack him. Colt fights them off, during which Dune flees and gets into a taxi. But Colt follows him and to stop the taxi he crashes into it. Dune gets scared of him and spills the truth, admitting that he was instructed by Tom's security head to spike his drink. Colt asks him for the security head's whereabouts, and Dune directs him to a hotel, instructing Colt to ask for a fruit plate at the reception to locate the security head. Following his instructions, Colt receives keys to a room. Upon entering, he finds a dead body inside, partially covered in ice. Colt contacts the producer and urges her to involve the police, but she hesitates. When police arrive due to Colt's parking violation, he confesses to them about the dead body in the hotel room. But when he takes them to the room, there was no dead body, leaving Colt confused. After the police departed, Colt planned to share everything with Jody the next day, but she was busy with the shooting. After the shoot, she invites Colt to a party. Meanwhile, the producer approaches Colt, urging him to leave town immediately. But Colt encounters Tom's personal assistant, hoping to uncover the truth from her. However, she only possesses Tom's mobile phone, which she refuses to hand over until receiving credit in the film from the producer. Colt manages to persuade her. When the girl hands over the mobile, Tom's security head appears and forcibly takes her away in his car.